we get you going. Welcome back to Road Atlanta here in Braselton, Georgia. 11 years we've been coming. The fans sticking around wanting to find out who is going to get first place under the lights. Is it going to be Fredric, the Norwegian hammer Aasbo, who qualified 8th, or Vaughn Gittin Jr., who qualified 3rd? Well, qualifying doesn't matter now, as Vaughn Gittin Jr. is about to throw it down in lead position as Fredric Aasbo gives chase.
So much history between these two, the drifting gods giving us a blessing after last year's battle. Right here, Fredric Aasbo goes a little bit wide on that first inside clip.
Vaughn Gittin Jr. can't see it, or he potentially can in his rear view mirror as Aasbo overshoots, very similar to how Chris Forsberg did when he went up against him.
Now transitioning down the hill, Vaughn pulling a little bit more of a gap than you'd like to see in the final as Fredric Aasbo tries to find more grip in the car.
It was already over as soon as it began. A separation created, and Vaughn Gittin Jr. was off to the races, maintaining the angle, creating the smoke. If he keeps it together in this chase, he could have the victory here in Atlanta.
Here we go, Vaughn tucks in, Fredric Aasbo early initiation, Vaughn getting on the brakes, trying to avoid contact. Nice job right there as Fredric Aasbo gets that first inside clip, and now Vaughn Gittin Jr. falls back.
And look at this, Ryan, 4-cylinder turbo pulling away from the V8 as Aasbo goes to that outside clipping zone and pulling out of the keyhole.
Fans are going crazy, people are on their feet. Could we be witnessing a one more time? Fredric Aasbo's giving Vaughn Gittin Jr. everything he's got.
Well, after that first run, Aasbo knew he had to hang it all out, and he did right here. Look at that, just slingshotting up there as Vaughn Gittin Jr. tries to navigate close to that Scion TC. Going to the judges, we're going one more time.
Wow, here we go again. Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Fredric Aasbo, a storybook ending right here as we finish up Road Atlanta 2014.
All right, Vaughn Gittin Jr., 93 miles per hour. Nice job. Look at these speeds, Ryan.
Well, here we go up the hill. You can see Fredric Aasbo trying to close the door, but a little bit of a tough time as Vaughn Gittin Jr. swings very wide. Perfect job on that outer zone.
We can see Aasbo, he is close to him, but just as soon as I say that, he pulls away from that Scion.
Yeah, Aasbo right there noticeably out of frame, so right here for Vaughn Gittin Jr., probably an advantage. He did a very good lead run. Fredric Aasbo needs something special right now.
Well, as this is the one more time battle, we'll see Aasbo now lead, Vaughn Gittin Jr. give chase. Are we going to have a winner? Or are we going to go one more time again, Ryan?
Right there, late initiation by Fredric Aasbo as he comes up, perfect job on that inside clip, but right there, Vaughn Gittin Jr. following him all the way.
Well, earlier we saw the grin on Vaughn Gittin Jr.'s face in the interviews. I'm sure he's smiling right now as he is zeroing in on the back end of Fredric's Scion.
There's definitely a noticeable difference between this battle and the last one. Will this be enough for Vaughn Gittin Jr. as he swings through the smoke cloud and comes across the finish line in tandem with Fredric Aasbo?
Two of the most popular drivers internationally known are throwing down here in Atlanta. They're gunning for that first place spot. Who's gonna get it? Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets first place here in Atlanta.
Well, for Chris Forsberg, consistency is key as he sits in 3rd place. Fredric Aasbo, his first podium of the year, in 2nd, and Vaughn Gittin Jr. takes home the win at Road Atlanta.
Well, an amazing crowd here in Atlanta, wrapping up 11 years we've been coming here to Road Atlanta. What do you say? That's what you get when you come here to Road Atlanta. 2 Formula Drift veterans grabbing the podium. Fredric Aasbo getting 2nd, but Vaughn Gittin Jr. grabs 1st. Ryan Sage is with our winner now.
All right, well, thanks, Jared. I'm here with your winner, Vaughn Gittin Jr. Now, Vaughn, coming out of Long Beach, some people would say a little bit of a disappointing finish for you. Now you're on top of the podium here at Road Atlanta. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it feels absolutely amazing, and what feels better is how hard we had to fight to get here. You know, it's one thing to win an event, but to have to absolutely drive your heart out and give your all as a team and a driver, it just makes it that much more rewarding. And tonight, we did it. And, you know, I just want to put it out there. You know, my father, he passed away last November, and he was arguably my biggest fan. And had he been here, you know, it was my first win since he passed away, and I just want to dedicate this victory to Vaughn Gittin Sr. Love you, man. Let's rock and roll some more this year. Woo!
Heartfelt and genuine, your winner here, Vaughn Gittin Jr. at Road Atlanta. For all the staff at Formula Drift and Jared Dienda, I am Ryan Sage. We'll see you round 3 in Miami up next.
Well, here's how our Formula Drift Championship leaderboard stacks up. Chris Forsberg maintains the lead, Vaughn Gittin Jr. 2nd, Fredric Aasbo in 3rd.